Daisy's heart jumped into her throat, but to her surprise, the officer didn't give them trouble, and even politely held the door open for them. Daisy and Mike seized the chance and escaped the restaurant, but the fear was too overwhelming. She told her son everything that had happened. Mike was still young, but showed amazing calm and intelligence. After thinking briefly, he came up with a workable solution. Maybe the road they had never taken was actually the safe one. Daisy thought back on their previous route. There was indeed a fork in the road. One led to Mike's college, the other to his uncle's place. Before everything happened, Mike had wanted to visit his uncle before school started, but Daisy had cut ties with her family and refused to go to her brother's home, so they chose to go straight to school, only to fall into this terrifying loop. Daisy realized maybe going home was the only way out, so this time she changed direction and drove down the road she hadn't taken in 10 years. She reunited with her brother, and he didn't blame her. Instead, he offered comfort. Daisy told him about the camcorder's ability to rewind time, and warned him that Mike would be killed by the officer. She begged her brother to help them escape the loop. He believed her without hesitation, and decided to personally take Mike to college. He then pulled out a map and planned a hidden route, a path they used to play on when they were kids. But as soon as they left town, the officer came after them. They followed the route through remote alleys, and even crawled through dark underground drains. After a tense escape, they finally lifted a manhole cover, and came out right at the entrance of Mike's college. Just as they thought the nightmare was over, sirens suddenly blared again.
You three, stop where you are.
Hey, what are you doing coming out of there?
The three of them ignored it, and walked faster toward the school, but the officer drew his gun again. The uncle stepped in front of the barrel. Then more officers arrived. The cops smirked with contempt. Daisy nervously raised the camcorder, and hit the record button. The students nearby also raised their phones to record the officer's abuse. As the students pushed forward, the cops got flustered, and slowly lowered their guns and started to back away. The officer who had been chasing them had no choice but to holster his gun. This time Daisy finally broke the nightmare loop, and Mike walked confidently into his college. 10 years later, Mike had a family of his own, and a daughter too, but Daisy still kept the camcorder by her side, as if it was the last defense for protecting her family. For 10 years she never relaxed, but one day, her granddaughter picked up the camcorder and played with it, then accidentally dropped it on the floor. The camcorder shattered into pieces. Daisy rushed over, trying to put it back together, but it was no use. Mike held his mother's hand tightly, and told her to let go and live her life. After a brief panic, Daisy finally took her son's advice, and let go of 10 years of tension. But just as Mike stepped out the door, the familiar siren from 10 years ago echoed once again.